Hello, my name is Himalay and I'm a part of Group 4 of Supply Chain Management, and my fellow group member is Vishwajit. So, with respect to our project for supply chain management, we have conducted various forms of both primary and secondary research. As part of secondary research, our findings are included in our presentation, where we included information from sources such as various research papers, as well as the publications of surveys by FICCI. So the primary research included understanding the functioning and the problems and the structure faced by Gilban Foods Limited, a very well established and reputed company which deals with food product manufacturing based out of Calicut. So the reasons for choosing Gilban Foods is for this project is that their manufacturing process and their recent shift in mechanization of their manufacturing processes at their Calicut plant in order to optimize the supply chain. So through a prior interaction with Mr. Ravi Menon, General Manager for Sales and Marketing, we learned that Gilban had recently changed a few systems in manufacturing, sales and logistics in order to better supply and meet the demand. So another reason was the location of the plant and the head office in Calicut, so which allowed us to meet the top management and have a very valuable interaction that helped us gain insights about the supply chain management of a food processing company. So if we talk about the company was started by two brothers, Mr. Khalid and Mr. Bashir. They have been in the process of making high quality food products for the last 28 years and have been mainly serving the market in Kerala. So the company has been split into two recently, and each part owned by one of the brothers. So if we go into the details of our visit, we interacted with Mr. Ravi Menon and Mr. Naveen Prem, the business development manager at the head office of Gilban Foods Limited in Paramba, Calicut. Mr. Ravi spoke about the company and about its supply chain and logistic capabilities of the company and the systems in place. He also briefly explained the sales hierarchy as well as the sales process in order to give us an idea of how sales and marketing affect the supply chain. So we spent considerable time understanding issues of delivery cycles, and the issue of perishability in food products, which can be seen in the project video about the interaction. So this was a very valuable interaction with key personnel at Kilban Foods that helped us gain insights into the practical problems that arise in the supply chain management of a food processing company. Most importantly, it helped us look at the big picture, where we got to understand how various operations within the company and the market affect the supply chain and how the company deals with them. So this video will be followed by our interaction with Mr. Ravi Menon, where I hope and we hope that you would find it useful and you would gain as many insights as we did about the industry as well as the company. So, and we also would like to apologize for a small technical glitch, so because of which a few of his answers would be cut in the middle. That was because the phone charging would burn out. So I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. So I hope you enjoy the video for whatever it was. Thank you.
Starting when you source your vegetables and fruits, who takes care of the sourcing?
We have a production manager in purchasing manager. He used to go for purchasing materials entire India. It is not only from here. Grapes we get it from Mysore, strawberry we get it from Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, and the same way from Mahabaleshwar. We get different fruits from pineapple. We get it from Todugura. It is in Kerala. Valappuram is very famous for that. Okay, mango we get it from Hyderabad. That is Nandigama. That type of area. We used to source it from different areas. Some item we get it as a pulp. Like orange, we get it from Nasik, Nagpur. It's a barrel, we get a pulp. So we send the empty barrel, we will send that. So we source fruit pulpes, and the grapes and all we used to get it fruits only. We process it here. And orange pulp we get it from Nagpur, and same way strawberry pulp we get it from Haryana. That
So,
rice
any
and
challenges you face while procuring this?
see, challenges in the actually for each and every fruits got a season.
Oh, okay.
If we don't able to buy and source that products in that period, in the rate, like example, December and all grapes may be 12 rupees or 10 rupees. If you cross February, March, it will go up to 60, 70 rupees. So you will not be able to do any business in that. So why I am saying that I experienced because my MD was in bed this October, September, November, December. He left us. So that time we were not able to do any sourcing of some of the pulp, especially in grapes. So now after February 20 he died, then March again we started. The pulp rate is become 60. That is grape rate per kg. Okay, so by paying 61 rupees we get the products and we will not be able to sell the products. So what we will do, we will make a low profile on that grape crush, grape jam and all. We need business but we cannot supply whatever they ask because we will lose it.
So how do you?
So this is the seasonal products, all the pulp categories and all the same way pickle, mangoes. Mangoes you have season, the season tender mango, you heard about tender mango?
Yes.
That is kanimang,
Pickle.
yeah, pickle. So that is in last March, April, that period it used to come. So that time we used to buy it and keep it for next year.
So when you buy, how do you get the products till the plant? Road transport or railway?
Local transport also is like mango and online and Calicut market it comes. Sometimes Bangalore market we have to go and buy it. We will source it and we will arrange a vehicle from the
Trucks.
trucks. Like grapes, Mysore, they have their own trucks. Like orange and all, we have to get it from Nagpur. We used to get it not train. It is all lorry. 16 tons, 10 tons, 21 ton trucks only.
So apart from that, you once it comes here,
we process it.
and so if you do use any preservatives or
Definitely.
so anything chemicals or any preservatives?
Preservatives all chemicals only.
So where do you?
Okay,
procure
natural preservatives nothing is there. It is all chemicals, but it is not a harmful to the human body. That is, government made a specific standardization. As per that standardization only we can use it. If we use more than that, it can last for another 2 years. But as I told, my MD's policy is that we will supply. 40 years we were in the food market. No food inspector can make any. They made a complaint, but they were not success. We were succeeded in the cases because we go as per the norms of government. I will tell you a very best example in our juices. Okay, see we have a fruit juices, mango, apple, pineapple, lychee, strawberry and all. Strawberry and all, we our products we go to the market, we send to the market. Our distributors complain or our sales services complain. Sir, the color is fading.
Okay.
It is getting fast fade.
Okay. Yes.
Why it is getting faded? It is not a chemical.
Oh, okay.
If it is a chemical, it will not fade. It will be same. If you keep it for 3 years also, it will be same color. So I asked my MD, what is the problems and why it is. He says, actually as per the food FSSI, we can add 100 RPM color in the
Yes.
juice. And I asked him, how much you are adding? I am asking adding only 25%.
Okay.
Out of 100, he adding 25%. He says, because I don't give it to my kids for drink.
Yes.
If I add 100, because government says, but still I say, I believe in that it is a harmful to the health.
So where do you procure these or everything items related to?
It's different parts of India, and people used to come here. We don't want to go there usually. Company people have a lot of company people have supplying all the FSSAI products.
So do you have any problem procuring from different parts of the country? Like, because they should reach at the same time and be available here in the.
See, this company is last 30 years, 35 years. This company is running, so we have some of the permanent supplies.
Suppliers, okay.
Okay, so it's a trust. We don't want to send the money also sometimes. We just send the orders. It will reach here in time. Okay, usually we don't have any problem in that. Sometimes, see, it depends upon the climatic condition. It depends upon the availability of the products with the suppliers. It is, we cannot blame them. But we are not faced any problem as on date from many suppliers. Okay. Sometimes we try some new suppliers. That times we face some problem with the quality, the color, or the taste. It may change.
So,
Okay.
if there is a problem with the new supplier and you made a batch, so what do you do with the batch?
No, that stock we will not be able to. We sell in the market. It come back the same way
Okay.
with the complaint. So we have to lose that money. Because I told you, we cannot give a dirty or spoiled, or it is it is not a quality products. If the raw material is not a quality products, then the finished goods also will not be quality products. It's very simple. It is translating. We are not adding anything. Whatever we get, we put it in that as per the norms of the government. And we are putting less than whatever the government norms to make it best. Okay.
So
Like
for that quality, does it impact your output? What is your output in sauces or jams and pickles per week?
no, I'm not a production guy. Okay, I will not be able to answer some of your questions because I am not a technical qualified. Or it is all experience. Yeah, I learned it from. I'll ask them if, why the color is like this, why it is like this, why it is getting this one. So we'll ask questions, they will answer. From that we will learn it. Okay. Why we are saying that we are using a quality product. This is the instant remix powder. This is a happy. It is just like a tank. Okay. That is why I am saying tank. Tank is a famous brand. People can understand what is the product. Okay. And we use in this powder natural sugar. That is the white sugar we use. Usually for sweetness, people will add jaggery. It's an artificial sugar. But you are not supposed to use it. My sales boys also used to complain that people are complaining no sweetness. So instead of I put this one spoon, here I have to put 1.5 spoon, last spoon. But you don't want to spend money on the hospital. That these people are not telling the consumers or the retailers. No, when you go to the shopkeeper, your job is not only to sell the products. You should make him understand why this is better than others. You can communicate the same thing to your consumers. You have two items. This got natural sugar, the other one got jaggery.
So, but even if the product is good, in the supply side, how do you make sure the product reaches the market freshly? Like you said, your product is one of the freshest in the market.
You see, that is maybe we are only doing in Kerala. Okay, once we do it in this is a happy instant remix. Okay, this stock last 2 years. This is launched 2 years back. Okay, in a month we used to sell around 4,000. That is one truck is costing. One truck is called 16,000 tons, 16,000 kgs divided by 5.5 months. 909 kgs we used to sell in a month. That is one truck we bring it. January we bring the stock. Then May only again we are giving a order to the company. Okay. So that is around 3,000 kgs, 2,900 kgs we used to sell in a month. But last February, December onwards, it is changed.
So, but because you lost money.
We lost money in this, but we made it a different way. Okay. So usually, if you go to any supermarket, you will get some buy one get one free.
Yes.
You will have some items. You see the manufacturing date of that products. It may got another 1 month time too. So company will liquidate by selling. So they are, instead of wasting 100 rupees, they are planning to waste 50 rupees only. So they do that. So, but for what I done for this, none of my sales officers are not appreciating this brand. They are always making a complaint. It is not moving. It is not equal to tank, because we are adding sugar. That is a major problem, because you don't have the sweetness much. Because of the natural sugar, but others all got jaggery. It will feel sweet immediately, but it will not last. But this will last for a long period. So this is the major reason they told. But the consumer's behavior is different. It is no way concerned with your quality. 90% of the, I say, Indian consumers, they are not bothered about the quality. They are bothered about the price. Okay. So what I done here, one Bismi supermarket chain is Bismi Appliance, they opened a retail chain. They got 4 outlets, one in Ernakulam, one Alleppey, one Calicut, one Thrissur. So they were not selling our products also. I went there twice. The third time they were calling me. They asked, okay, the season is starting. What you are going to do it? We have a squash and we have this one. I told squash, what do you want? Buy one get one I will give. But what is the quantity you are going to sell? You are not selling even 10 cases in a month. I am asking you to sell 400 cases in a month. Can you do it? How can I do it? You can do it. How many bills you are cutting in a day? 2000 bills you are cutting. That is
Challenges you face in the supply side, I mean, delivering to distributors.
delivering to distributors is that is a problem not from my side, it is from the distributor side. Where distributors have a habit of, this company distributors have got a habit of giving the order on Saturday, every Saturday. All the 120 distributors, 80% of the distributors will give the order on Saturday morning.
Okay.
And my people who do the billing, they are not machines, they are human beings. They can, and we have a different varieties of tax section. We are supplying directly, we have a central excise. So each product has got a different central excise and it's a different category. So
Each
one
product
distributor,
is
yeah,
different totally.
some products got a MRP, central excise on MRP, some products got MRP on base price, some products got a 2% central excise, some products got 12.5%.
You receive the order. By when will you dispatch the?
Immediate next day morning. Next
Okay.
day morning the vehicle
Monday.
will load. Yeah, Saturday if we receive the orders, by evening we will load it. The stock will be loaded immediately. Then only we
On
start to
Saturday.
do the billing.
Okay.
Then billing will stock will be ready. Monday morning, early morning they will start moving from here.
And the product is manufactured on Saturday only.
No, some products will be already ready. Some products will be manufactured in the morning itself. Whereas the products are the pickle is ready, we have to put it in the jar and put the label and seal it. Okay, pickle and we have to manufacture and keep it ready.
Keep it ready.
And
What other challenges do you face on the distribution side?
distribution side.
What measures do you take to keep the stock fresh and moving?
See, actually, I used to tell my boys every day you go to the distributor point, you should take stock physically,
Oh.
not simply taking stock. You see what is the manufacturing date, and we tell them keep FIFO method. That is first come first out.
So it is fresh because mainly once you receive the order, most of it is fresh.
Yes, and they are also not keeping much because once in a week they are taking stock. So 90% of the people will sell it in the market, but from the retail outlets it may come back.
Oh, from the
There also it is your mistake. You are servicing, most of my distributors are around 20 years or 25-year-old. And if you are 25-year-old or 20-year-old in this market, you know most of the retailers. You must know. Because you are servicing this area. You know this fellow is taking crush and he sells only 1 dozen in a week. If I give him 12 pieces only, he will sell and he don't have any. I can give him maximum 12 to 30 or 18 pieces, very special cases. You have some scheme, so you go and dump it in one shop, 24 pieces. It will take 2 years or 2 months to sell it. I tell my salesman, I am giving you products a fresh one without any damage. Okay, no quality problem. You keep it in your shelf and don't sell it. If you are going after 3 or 4th visit, you should ask him, if it is not moving, 12 pieces I give and 12 pieces it is not moving, give it back.
and it comes back to you.
Central excise people, if I get the stock from market, return from the market, if I want to dispose it, if I want to dig and put it in this one or I burn it, I should inform central excise people and I have to wait for them to come and check it. I don't have space to keep it. I want to liquidate it. These are some systems they should erode from the system.
So then, for example,
That is what I am saying. We are giving a fresh stock to the distributors and they are also servicing the retail outlets a fresh stock. And retailers keep it simply to display and show off their shop. And after 18 months, and you give it back to me, I don't allow it, but this company is allowing it. I want to stop it, but this company has already done it for the last so many years. So distributors feel it. After my joining, I am putting all the new system, disturbing us. I asked him one question: you purchased a Horlicks bottle from the shop. You went to your house. Okay, 2-3 things will happen. You are walking, your carry bag is broken and your Horlicks is broken. You go back to the shop and tell him, "Sir, it is broken." You give back the money, he will give it. It is your mistake. Why should I do?
So,
Okay.
but
In your shop, you are
keeping it.
you are the rack are not stacked it properly. It fallen and it is broken. You are asking me. You are telling the retail consumer it is your mistake, and here you are saying it is not your mistake. It is a company mistake. How it tally? We have around 5 trucks. Our own vehicle.
5 big trucks.
It is all Asia. It is around 6 tons, 5 tons, 4 tons, 1.5 tons, and 4 A's for around 1.5 tons.
And all of these are used to service the entire Kerala.
Entire Kerala, but the A's will go maximum up to 150 kilometers. That is up to 200 kilometers maximum. It gives more mileage. Balance other vehicle are giving around 7-8 kilometers. So that will carry around 6 tons. Yeah, Karnataka, see, we operated a CNFA. See, it is not a CNFA, it is a CSA, Consignee Selling Agent.
Yes.
It is a 3 type of distribution network. It's a wholesale distribution. What is super stockist? That means if I don't want to operate a distribution in Karnataka, I don't want to open a branch in Karnataka because I don't have any legal procedure. So I can sell outright. I take money, I sell to a party. That is called a super stockist.
So now you have
Assigning a territory. Okay. Next level is consignee selling agent. I will assign the same person, one person there, taking a bank guarantee to keep the stock there. I will transfer the stock from here. So if I sell it here 10 rupees, I will send the stock at the same 10 rupees. He will add local tax and sell it. If I super stockist, if I sell now, it is a sales, so I should add 2%. If it is a 10 rupees, 20 paisa I have to give, then he has to add local tax. So 20 paisa will be more.
But
if it is a CSA,
is your own
CSA or depot, it is the same price only. 10 rupees I will be transferring. That is a form F. Okay, I should make an agreement. Some XYZ company is appointed as my consignee selling agent for Karnataka.
like every week news.
There also we have a supply problem. Actually, we say within 10 days we will supply the next stock, but we are not able to now. Last 20 days back we got the order.
From
I'm not able to supply. They don't have stock right now. Some of the stocks are nil. Juice and roll is nothing, is zero level.
Demanded.
Jams also some 100 grams and all, 1 or 2 cases. They are every day they are calling me and they are fighting with me. Now
Why
my
is
production, it is because of my production machine. Some machines I have to change it. I'm changing it. Actually, he got 2 brothers also. He is a younger, eldest. Secondary sales is if you add DSR they sent. Okay, you just verify. 90% of the people will be smart enough to manipulate the figures.
In operations.
Any operation, this HR is involved in any operation. Each and every operation is involved by HR, and to make the HR stick with you without any problem, that is a great thing. Either it is a salesman, or it is an office boy, or it is a driver, or it is a production. They create some problem, you are going to lose.
So, but how do you maintain a good relationship with suppliers?
That's what I was. See, you should ask questions whenever you want it. You cannot say that. You cannot think that how I should ask him. You in a business, you keep away your all the relations. Okay, either he may be your elder than you 10 years, but you want to ask him a question. He is a subordinate of you. If you done a mistake, you should ask him. I told you why you haven't done it. You should have that guts. If you do that, he may feel very bad in that time, but he will realize he done a mistake and he will not continue that. But if you don't ask that question, he will think, take it as a okay. Boss is not so tough. I can do whatever I want. So relation is different, business is different.